What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So we have a trailer review to do here, kind of a unique one. I haven't gone through all the article details, and as I normally do, I don't look at the trailers. I usually just get a timestamp for these ones. So I did check the timestamp on this one. It's not too long of a trailer, so that's why we're going to take a look at this one. It's called Bulk. Ben Wheatley's mysterious midnight movie gets a deeply strange trailer. So this one just dropped a few hours ago. So like we always do, we're going to jump into the article details, and then we're going to jump over to the trailer and see what this one's going to give us. So let's get right into it. The following promotional video has been generated using computer software and consists of randomly chosen shots from the feature film Bulk. So begins the official trailer for Ben Wheatley's new movie, which was directed in secret and described by the filmmaker as a true midnight movie. Well, I mean, that pretty much goes without saying, right? I mean, as far as the first sentence says, promotional video has been generated using computer software and consists of randomly chosen shots for the feature film. Well, isn't that what every trailer is? It's consists of chosen shots from the feature film to make the trailer. So I think that pretty much goes without saying that's what trailers are. So unless I'm missing something or not looking deeply enough into that statement. Wheatley previews, this is a midnight film through and through. Car chases, gunfights, sci-fi, and romance. Bulk has also been described as a return to the thrillingly free-spirited filmmaker's homegrown kaleidoscopic works like In the Earth and A Field in England. Here's the synopsis, which brings us no closer to understanding what's going on here. Okay, so I'm intrigued. Let's see. When an overzealous scientist pushes his experiments with string theory too far, his brain explodes. Brain explodes. That's brain, not brain. Okay. But that means someone has to sort out the mess that he has created. Our hero, Corey Harlan, is set in kicking and screaming to find the heart of the brain, and its creator, Anton Chambers, now manifested as a normal townhouse hosted by the enigmatic and multidimensional Alchema. His adventure begins, a house where opening a door from one room to another can lead you to other worlds, not just the kitchen. Okay, so very much has that very much science fiction aspect feel to it. Okay, so let's keep going. The expected, and watch her for both below, film premiere. The film will premiere at the Edinburgh International Film Festival on August 14th. So if it's not premiered anywhere yet, and it's going to be premiering next week, it might be a minute before we see this film reach, whether it's even if it's a limited theatrical run or full run, stream, anything of that nature. I think it's going to be a minute, because sometimes when we get these, it's a good year or so before we see anything happen. All right, so let's keep going. We have the trailer. We have no poster for this one. Okay. All right, so let's just get back to the top of this article. It's a pretty short one, and let's pull up this trailer and see what Bulk is going to give us.
I don't call it that.
Bulk. What do you know about that? Run, don't walk.
They nicknamed it the Brain Collider because of what it did to people's minds.
Bulk.
It was designed to take every moment of your being and merge them together. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension.
That's fascinating.
Another dimension.
Interview 106.
Were you flirting with that kid?
Corey Harlan.
This isn't right, Anton.
The boat.
4.
The island.
I've been here before.
The art is unstable. There's a chance of a reality quake.
Entering the distortion zone.
Great, so I don't remember getting here. I don't know why I'm here. And in the end, I won't remember anything about it.
We are sorry for this capitalism. Wrong one. This is not a drill. This is a full-blown disaster. Bulk.
Please, no more drugs.
Okay, so I'm not I'm not sure how to take that. That was a pretty interesting trailer. You can see I love the fact it's black and white. So let me start off with that. And obviously it switches back and forth, black and white to color. But I do love the fact that it was predominantly black and white filming, color-wise. It had that old school science fiction vibe to it in a lot of the scenes. I'm not sure. I mean, this felt more like a psychological science fiction, horror, Twilight Zone, Outer Limits type aspects to it. So this one was very, very interesting. You can't make much of what the story, even with the synopsis we read and using that on top of this trailer, you can't really gauge what this is going to be about. And it looked like they were also using, like when they were showing this facility out like in this desert, you can clearly see it's just a model. Just on how, I mean, if you look very closely, you can clearly see it's just a model. It's not a real building or anything. And then there was that one aspect where this helicopter crashes into this bridge and kind of just drops, almost like it's stop motion. We saw some very much what appeared to be like old school scenes where we're back in time. But then in one scene, the guy's using a machine gun. And another guy's shooting like these laser beams out of his eyes. Again, very much that old school science fiction, Twilight Zone, Outer Limits feel and aspect. So I love that because I love the original Twilight Zone, Outer Limits series from the 50s and 60s. So that's right down my alley. And that's the vibe this film gave me. Even though, again, it was jumping around an awful lot. So you can't get a true sense of what the story is going to be about. So these are the types of films I love to see pop up that you least expect, that have and to me are so intriguing that you want to see it because you want to know what's going to happen and what it's truly about. So again, not what I expected to see for the trailer, but it's pleasantly surprising from the perspective of it's got me hooked. I kind of want to know more and I want to see more to understand how it's going to play out. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting one. So that's Bulk, again, coming from Ben Wheatley, and I'm going to get the date for you all again. It's appearing at the Edinburgh International Film Festival on August 14th. So maybe after the 14th, we'll start seeing some of those early reviews pop up, and hopefully that we will get a date sometime in a month or so after that it gets somewhat of a release. Because this is one I would definitely want to take a deeper dive into and see what it's about. So all right, everyone, that's going to do it for this trailer review for the film Bulk, done by Ben Wheatley. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about films like this. Do these intrigue you, or are these just too far out there? You're just like, yeah, that's not for me. Again, let me know down in the comment section. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Later.